So as I take you on a tour, let me put you on to some new work. Grilling this heat, I got the word on the street. Take heed, introduce you to some brand new things. Food for the soul, till you gotta blow. Food worth forking, take it on the go. In tune, serving it up on the road. Tell you all about it on the special. This here's something you don't wanna miss. Hit you every week with a new dish.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Food Worth Forking. It is Wednesday night, another week. We are in fall officially. It's October. Let me start off, and I'm your host, Laura Williams. Just in case this is your first time watching, welcome. It's fall, my favorite season. It feels October just started, and can you believe by the end of this week we will be in the middle of October? It's really crazy. But we're here and we are going to have a great time tonight. Again, if this is your first time watching or listening, welcome. Food Worth Forking, all about food, dating, and lifestyle. So food, all things food, culinary, and everything in between. Dating tips, what are we doing, what are we not doing, and how are we dating in these streets out here after 40, and lifestyle, what's happening in the world around us, what is worth forking. Yes. So I'm going to get a little more housekeeping out of the way. If you didn't know, I spoke about it the last time we were together. And if you follow, and also follow me on social media, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook at Food Worth Forking. And if you are doing those things, and if you are listening, please come join us November 4th, 5th annual Friendsgiving episode. And it's live, of course, but this year, it's always been live, but this year it will be in front of a studio audience. Live audience. So go out there, get your tickets. The link will be it should be in the comments, but get your tickets at Eventbrite. So join us November 4th at 5:30. Show starts. Doors open at 5 p.m. right here in New York City at Ripley Guerrero Studios. Right. So we're going to get started. So tonight, I'm really excited because this person is a friend of the podcast, also a dear friend to me personally. And he is here. This is, I don't know, I think this might be like third or fourth time on the show. So he is definitely family and a friend. And tonight, my co-host for the evening and guest is Toby Brazwell of Riff-on-Riff. So let me tell you a little bit about Toby. Toby has over a decade of experience as a successful entrepreneur, author, musician, and mentor. His experience ranges from owning a successful small business to working in the corporate world. He's mentored over 200 agents and coaches countless individuals with their personal and business goals. Toby is expanding his scope of influence by mentoring young professionals and small business owners. And he just published his first business book titled The Empowerment Chords, available on Amazon. Toby also has recently released a remix album entitled Haku Mixes Volume 1, which is available at haku575.bandcamp.com. Right? So the brother can sing too, y'all. So let's welcome Toby Brazwell. Hold on. To the podcast this evening.
Hey.
Like, rah, rah, rah.
Thanks so much for having me on, Laura. I'm really looking forward to, I'm always looking forward to catching up with you, but I'm really looking forward to today's subject. Today's topic, I think, is so appropriate. So
Nice.
I'm down. I'm ready. I'm
Right?
ready.
You ready? Okay. And also, everyone, Toby will be here in New York City on November 4th as one of my guest panelists for the Friendsgiving episode. November 4th at 5:30.
That's right. November 4th. 11:04 or 5:30.
Right.
Let's go. 11:04 or 5:30.
11:04, 5:30. So let's talk about. Let me tell you guys what our topic is today. So, well, you know what, Toby? Before we get into the topic, I'm just going to do a few speed round questions with you. You know how it goes, the normal, the usual.
Please,
So
please.
first up, what is your lazy go-to dinner?
Lazy go-to dinner. Okay, here we go. I got you. My lazy go-to dinner is eggs and rice. Eggs and rice. If we had rice the previous day and we had some leftover rice, all it takes just to crack a couple eggs, throw the rice in there, mix up together, hot sauce. We're good to go. Easy and so good.
Really?
So easy.
I
So
have
easy.
I've never heard of that. Never heard that. And I've never heard it, never done it. So
Okay.
now I need to try it because I do like eggs and rice.
Yeah.
Now, do you season the rice or it's just plain white rice?
No, well, it's white rice, but of course you can season. Yeah, absolutely. You can definitely season. If you really want to get fancy with it, you can cook some bacon up and then crumble that up and sprinkle that in and then mix all that in together. You know what I'm saying? It's all going to the same place. So be good.
Right? That sounds
Voila.
good.
Mhm.
Right.
Voila.
Right. Okay. So, what word do you have a hard time pronouncing?
All right. Okay. So my friends and my brothers and I, we have a couple of nights a week where we play video games together. All right. Play video games, we get online, we go in as a squad and we handle business, right? If we're having a bad day, we're like, we just want to, after work tonight, I'm going to eat dinner, I'm going to hook up with my brothers and we're going to shoot some aliens in the face. That's what we always say. That's what we say. We're going to shoot some
Okay.
aliens in the face. And so there's a special power that my character has where he can put gun turrets, all right, gun turrets down to shoot enemies that are coming. But in this, in the spirit of battle, words get slurred, and I'm always saying gun turrets instead of gun turrets. So that's it's a thing.
Okay. Okay. We all have one because mine is, and I say it every week, and then I say it slowly,
Mm.
and I still mess up, but I want to get it,
What
and
word?
it's sensual,
Sensual. That is a word you definitely want to get right. Right?
right?
You want to make sure you stick that landing. You
Right?
definitely want to do that with sensual. I mean, what do you normally say when you say
Because if I'm speaking too fast, and I'm like, oh yeah, sensual,
hmm,
like sensual,
like central time zone? Is that what you kind
yeah, like it doesn't sound like sensual,
of
but it's sensual, and I think it's that Ohio little
it could
short
definitely be Ohio.
sensual.
It could also, if you're in a hurry, slowing it down, I don't think you can mess up. But if you yeah, you got to slow down. You
There
speeding
could
it
be a
up.
lot of things.
Yeah.
There could be a lot of things. Money or happiness?
Happiness.
Who is your hero or shero?
Hmm. Man, oh man, who's my hero or shero? And I tell you what, I know it's gonna probably sound cliche to some, but I think Obama definitely is got to be like my hero. To I think we look back in as the years pass and we look in hindsight of what he had to go through to
Mm-hmm.
accomplish what he did. I in being in corporate environment and working in spaces where there's not a lot of faces that look like ours, and for
Yeah.
him to succeed at the highest level during that time and accomplish what he did, I think in hindsight we will definitely the appreciation for him will increase and grow. So he's my pick.
So I think so. I think that's a great one, and I don't think we have. I don't think that we've reached that place of appreciation yet. I think people have, of course, like you're saying, but it really hasn't sunken in
Mm.
yet what he did, what he went through. and still had to remain, and he chose to remain.
Mm-hmm. Relevant. You chose
Yeah,
to remain relevant. You know,
the
and I
fun,
mean, there's other heroes obviously out there. I mean, I
yeah,
don't know. You know, Jay-Z, I think he's fantastic. I mean, I think he's just brilliant, brilliant businessman, successful, focused, very artistic, but still be able to balance that uh, with the business side of things. I mean, I think it's just, you know, what a great story, fantastic story. And there's a
yeah.
lot of them out there, but yeah, if you know, if I got to give you one, that's my one.
That's your one. Very good. All right, morning or evening?
Depends on what we're talking about doing. So it depends,
Okay,
depends on what
okay,
we're talking
okay.
about doing. So if it's about being creative, then music wise, evening all day. Evening is my.
Mm,
If it is about work, like something I don't necessarily like love, uh, it'll be morning time. You know what? Let me change that. Let me say this. If it's about work with other people, you know, people
mhm.
facing, I would say morning. If
Okay.
it is like just things I can do by myself, I would say evening. So it all kind of depends on what activity I need to do.
Well, both. It works. It works. Um, what's happening in these comments
Go.
this
We
evening?
back.
We back. We back.
Oh, now
Everybody just
you're.
saying, "Hey,
I can't hear you. Give me a second. Try this. Can you hear me?
I can."
Hmm, I can't hear you for some reason. Hold on.
Oh,
Technical difficulties.
it happens.
Oh. Can you hear me?
Yes.
I cannot.
I'm
I'm not hearing
looking to
you
make
for some
sure.
reason.
I'm like, did I do something?
Hmm.
What happened?
Do you want me to jump off and try to jump back on?
Yes.
So I'm
Let's
not
see if
sure
that
what's
works.
going on here.
In the meantime, we will talk about.
Still can't hear you. Let me check one other thing here for sound.
We did all. And
That's crazy. Check. My system says it says I'm all right, so I'm not sure what's going on. All right. Do you want me to jump off and try to jump back on?
yes,
Yep.
yes,
Okay.
yes,
I'll be right
yes.
back.
Okay. In the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, you know these things happen. We're live. You never know how it's going to go down. But it happens every once in a while. So, what we will do is I'll tell you about our topic this evening. And our topic this evening, we're talking about the life shift, mindset, reinvent, and doing it afraid. And what that's like after 40, after 50, after 60, and those shifts at this point in our lives. So let's see if this works here. Let's see. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Sorry
All
about
right.
that.
It worked. It worked. Listen, technical difficulties, it happens,
Hmm.
but we make it work and it's live.
It's not.
So we gotta go with it.
That's right. It's just like you saying sensual. See, sometimes you gotta take your time. You just got to take your time. If you try to rush things, you end up with something else, and it won't be sensual. That's it.
Indeed, indeed. So I was just saying that tonight's topic um is the life shift. And it's so funny when I said that, I was like, "Ooh, the life shift." And then I thought of the song Night Shift. And I was like, Toby probably one of the only people like you hear some words, you're like, "Ooh, that's a song." Like, isn't that one song? But no, the life shift of being grown, mature, over 40, over 50, over 60,
Mhm.
and just what our the mind shift, how we have to shift um in this journey, and reinventing yourself,
Yeah.
what that means, are we doing it, what that looks like, and not only the mind shift, but the mindset and reset, the reinvent, and doing and just doing it.
Hmm.
And it can be scary, so then doing it afraid. So I think when we talk about mindset, it's how are we feeling, what are we thinking about, um, and thinking about this chapter in our lives. So how is this, just like mindset, what does that mean to you?
Hmm.
And have there been some challenges, or how are you feeling in this, I guess I'll say, in this chapter?
Sure. No, that's a good question. Um, so I'm going to apologize right off the bat because my voice is a little bit sketchy today, but we're going to make this happen regardless. Nothing's going to keep me from saying the words I want to say, like sensual or right. Right. So we're going to say, we're going to say,
Thank you so much.
no worries, no worries.
Thank you.
So life is full of shifts, right? It is full of changes. I mean, it's all about that. And whatever job you have, especially with technology, change. That's why it's one of the reasons why I love this show, because you focus on, of all the other things you focus on, you do focus on dating, and dating has changed so much over the last
Mhm.
10, 15, 20 years. It's different. It looks
Yeah.
different, you know. Um, Now I can say this now, being 49, the difference between 49 and 39 is so different, so different.
Hmm.
I remember
Hmm.
approaching 40 and having this rush of like, you got to accomplish something, dude. What have you done? And that's how I felt. And maybe it's different for everybody else, but that's how I
Hmm.
felt. I haven't accomplished much. You got to get done. You got to do stuff. You're going to be 40. What can you say about your life? What's your legacy? And I feel like that is carried on from 40 on, 41, 42, all the way up to where I'm at right now, where it's all about what have you contributed. It's not about, even with music and stuff like that, it's not so much about being the next Method Man and Redman so much, or being the next, Jay Dilla or anything like that. It's just more about being proud of what I did and having a legacy, and showing my son that, this is what manhood looks like. This is what manhood
Hmm.
should look like, being a positive example. Um, and also, still trying to have fun, and still trying to, remain healthy. I mean, health is wealth. We're at that age right now where we're seeing, we have a lot of our parents are older,
Yeah.
a lot of them getting sick, and
Yeah.
we have some friends, parents have passed away. We have even some friends our age that have passed away and have encountered
Indeed.
and got some challenges health wise. So, and I say this, and it's funny but not funny, but we look at go watch Golden Girls when you get an opportunity. Okay.
Right.
They were in their 40s, doing that show.
Yeah.
Like, okay, 40s looks totally different now than it did back then.
It does.
But at the same time, it has to be intentional. We got to be so intentional about, our health, our goals, and what we're going to accomplish. So this, for me, I just have to constantly remember and constantly remind myself that, not to be afraid, and too old for that. Now, too old to be afraid. And you can always be afraid. There's nothing wrong with being fearful or having worries or having doubts. It's human. But we're equipped now, at least I feel we're equipped to overcome those, and get to success, get to the end zone. So that's kind of my thoughts.
Yeah, and I think we're also in the middle. Like, our generation it's in the middle of receiving the wisdom from our parents, our grandparents, and even our great grandparents for some of us, and then having access to the newness, the technology, social media, all the things where those who a lot of people that come after us don't have like this foundation that we have.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's kind of like the best of both worlds, but then it's like, okay, what do I do with all this?
Mm-hmm.
And where our parents were at this age, um, it was a lot different. Really was about seriously retirement, retiring, putting your feet up and like, all right, this is, let me go, as I joke and say, I'm like, let me go get my moo and my ice cream and sit on this front porch and
Mm-hmm.
rock at, 40, 45, 50, 50 plus. And now it's different. So there is that place mentally of, okay, you're going, you're going, you're going. And then I think with that, let me back up a little bit because one of the points is COVID slowed us down and showed us.
Yeah.
And so then you have a choice to to take advantage of this time. And there's so much that we can do. And then that space of being able to give um, and show those after us, because I think
How it's
they're
done.
really gonna, yeah, we're really gonna need us. Because we're now those uncles and aunties. you
We,
know,
we most definitely we
and
most
I like, because it's different when it's, family, when it says, oh, you like my auntie. And I'm like,
girl.
am
Right.
I?
But it's
Yeah.
legit. It's
Yeah.
true. I'm working with I'm uh managing cats that are 20 years younger than I am, and I'm like, oh my God, these cats are babies, but they're old enough to hold down a job and have a family and do all that. I'm like, wow,
Hmm.
that's okay. That's mind blowing to me. Like this is crazy. Okay, got it. So that's where we at right now. That's where we at. And I remember being 30 and talking to someone that was 45 and like, man, they're 15 years older than me. That is, it's it's not negligible. It's not
Yeah.
negligible.
Yeah.
And you mentioned COVID, and I think it's really important. I think that COVID definitely slowed us down. And to kind of use like an analogy, you know, COVID showed us a picture of like where we are right now. I think it slowed us down so we can actually, it's hard to take a picture if someone's in movement, right? It's hard
Hmm.
to take a picture when someone's constantly moving back and forth. All you're going to get is a blurred image. And with blurred image, you get a lot of exaggerated features and things like that. It's not exact. But when you slow down and you stay still, and that's what COVID did, you
Yeah.
can actually take a still photo and see exactly what you got. You see exactly what you got. And I think COVID did that for a lot of us. And a lot of us are looking at like, well, I don't want to work like this forever. I don't want to live my life in default. I want to be a little bit more
Mm.
intentional.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
a lot of them, and that's why we had this big, uh, this big movement. And as far as jobs are concerned, people like saying, I'm not about that job. I want to do something else. I want to do what I really like or what I really am passionate about. And I really want to kind of get into that point. Later on in the conversation, I want to get into like some of this fear and how to overcome a lot of this fear, because one thing I've been saying it for years, and it's so true. We need continuing education for adults. We need continuing education for adults. Like for my license that I have in insurance, we have continuing education that happens every couple of years. You got to do it every couple of years just to make sure that you're sharp, that that the rules, the laws, things like that. Real estate, same thing. Law, same thing, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
We need that for adults and we don't have it. We don't really have it. We have it for other things, but not for being for an adulthood. And I feel like we need more of that as far as how to be true to yourself, how to be true to a good partner, how to be true to your kids, be a good, uh, be involved, how to grow together, how to
Hmm.
overcome fear. A lot of us are suffering from guess those things that have happened years and years ago. And I noticed that their minds going like they get stuck, they get in a loop for of regret. And that's what happens at 48, 49, right? You think, man, when I was 35, I could have been in this relationship, I could have been in that relationship, I could have had this job, that job, or whatever. We gotta, the past is the past, we gotta move forward.
Yeah. So. I think a thing with that too is because we are in the middle. I just feel like we're in the middle, but we received, a lot of us, at least, it was graduate from high school, go to college, get a good job. You've made it.
Right.
You've made it. So I think a lot of us did that. And we were also very self-sufficient. So we had to figure out a lot. It was like, you go on a job, they were like, here's your work. Figure it out. So learning how to figure things out and move, but then we get to this sweet spot, this new space where there's a lot of newness and technology. And then, and those after us is like, oh, you can do it. Yeah, just do it. And we're like, some of us are like, can I though? Because now, is it safe out there to do that?
Mm-hmm.
That's the mind, and just like shifting that, like, because we're not, our 40s or 50s aren't what our parents were or our grandparents were. So we don't look like the Golden Girl crew.
No, we sure
like
don't.
You know what I mean?
You are no Blanche, girl. You are no Blanche. That's for them.
Right. It's like, so now, so it is kind of like, now what? I'm going to get in these comments for a second because I haven't. And can you hear me, Toby?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's out of our time to host the cookout and Thanksgiving. I think those are old ones. Yes. Jason says uncharted territory. Indeed.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed. So then, so if we're talking about your mindset, and so then shifting that, and then how are we reinventing? Like, are we reinventing? Do we reinvent, or is it just enhancing what we already have?
I think it all depends on. I think it all depends on how you feel about where you're at. I think that there are some of us that are not happy where we're at. And in which case, I do like a self-assessment and say, hey, where are you at? And then and do one thing that I think that we're afraid to do because it's so core to us. We need to ask our friends for honest feedback and get it. And just take it. Right. So hard to do, but I think that is going to be the case. Like, okay, where am I? Because if you set up your own intervention, okay, it's no longer an attack. This is more, you set it up. You set this up. It's more now. This is a business meeting. This is a me business meeting. It's a business about me, about how to grow and how to get to the next level. It's consulting. So the other thing too, I would say is that we were back in the day, we generally had to ask for permission for a lot of stuff that we had to do. This new generation is not really asking for permission. They're just doing, they're just taking. And I think that there's a little bit of a gap with that. We are now of the age, we're signing permission slips. People, we sign permission slips. We don't have to ask for permission. We should just go out and go get it. What do you want? Now, if we're nervous about it, I know that we feel a lot better. I can speak for me. I feel a lot better when I have a plan. And if I just put together a plan, what do you want to do? Okay, Laura wants to make a movie. Okay, great. Laura, how are you doing it? Laura might be nervous about making a movie, but if Laura made a plan about making the movie, okay, well now the jump in ain't gonna be as bad. It's still gonna be a splash, but it ain't gonna be as bad. So, I think it's okay to I think it's okay to kind of think in that mindset. Let's stop asking for permission. Let's start doing things. Let's start committing
Mm-hmm.
to action, and then asking for critique from other folks. Some constructive criticism. And I want to say constructive. I really want to be really want to highlight that, because constructive criticism is a type of criticism that is there to build you up and not tear you down. So we got to be
Mm-hmm.
really selective about who we're putting in that group to do that.
And knowing who will really give you that honest feedback. And you, going kind of back to mental, you have to be ready for the conversation, and not be, not feel like you're under attack, or like, well, wait, before you say that, let me do, like, what I really meant to do was this.
Mhm.
And it's really being open, and open to receive,
That's right. That's right.
record it,
Hmm.
take a moment, and then go back and listen to it when you have that conversation.
So we talked about the continuing education for adults, right? Or at least I was talking about it. So I mentioned it.
That was you.
Um, one of the things that we need to do, I feel, is constantly reading the right type of books. There's a book called Atomic Habits by James Clear. Atomic
Hmm.
Habits, which talks about little small things that we can do that end up being big things later on. Fantastic book, right? Fantastic book. And it just applies in so many different ways, whether you're an artist or not an artist, business owner, or just conversations with your spouse or your friendship relationships, whatever it may be. We all have, we can all implement habits to better our lives. And that is one thing right there. There's so many goals that we have right now that we're not giving ourselves permission to be
Hmm.
successful for, because of bad habits. And so now breaking a bad habit is just implementing a good habit, right? That's all it is.
Hmm.
Instead of doing this, we're going to do this instead. So I think that, if there's books out there that can help enhance that process for us, we need to do it. Some people it's church, some people it's therapy, some people it's both, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Whatever the case may be, get your CEs, right? Get your continuing education, and do that. And I find whenever I'm in that mindset, whenever I'm doing that, I'm in a good place. I'm constantly thinking about improving myself, feeling good about me, but yet still acknowledging that there's room to grow.
Hmm. Hmm. And also adding on, and that other component is doing it afraid. I remember I was talking to someone recently, just about some, plans and my ideas and things that I want to do, and just things that something I have been wanting to do for a while, and I was just like, oh, well, I don't know, and this happened and that happened, and these are the reasons why it didn't happen. So I just said okay, and the person, it's just something that has stuck with me, and it just resonated, and I think about it a lot, especially here lately. And the person said, Laura, oh my gosh, you didn't bet, you didn't give yourself a chance.
Mhm.
You didn't give yourself a chance.
Mhm.
Bet on you. You you didn't give yourself the opportunity.
Mhm.
And I'm like, what? What you mean? I did this. I tried. No, you didn't do it. So with the challenges and things that come up, especially over the, probably the last couple of months or the last year, is just remembering, like, no, you can do it. Even when I'm like, I could walk down the street and just keep walking. But no, you didn't give yourself a chance.
That's right.
So
That's right.
give yourself a chance,
That's right. That's right. That's right.
because you're not going to know. And if you don't, like, you literally will not know. And I think I'll be really upset with myself if I don't.
Oh, you'll be very upset if you
Yeah.
don't. You
Yeah.
know, I mean, imagine yourself at this age talking to your younger self,
Oh,
going through issues and or
yeah.
challenge, and like, well, I don't know if I can put this podcast together. I don't know if anybody's going to want to watch it. I don't know if I'm going to have anybody that's going to want to host or do this Friendsgiving thing. I don't know. I mean, it's just an idea out there. And, like you said, you bet on yourself and look what happened. We either, and I tell a lot of times when I'm talking to having children or young people in your life is a beautiful thing, because you find yourself, I think that God works through us in phenomenal ways.
Mm-hmm.
Giving them advice, a lot of times that same advice is so applicable to what we're doing. So, my son, he was playing tennis the other day, and he won. He won his tennis match, which was
Nice.
yeah, it was great. But I noticed the team that they're playing doubles. The team they were playing, this one kid, I could just hear him in between points. His self-talk was so bad. It was just so negative. I was like, well, and I see his parents there and like, hey, come on. You're all right. Let's go. Last point. Let's keep going. And then, they ended up losing the game that the kid did. And I talked to the parents and said, I think he's really talented. Just keep playing, but he's got to really work on that self-talk. He might not win every game, but he can win this game every time. And the parents like, can you talk to him? Can you talk to him for me? Would you? I don't know if he'll listen to me, but sure. And I said, I was talking to him. I said, look, with life, there's only two outcomes that come out of this. Either we win or we learn. And if we win, hey, it's all good. It's great. That's what we wanted. But if we learn, sometimes that is even better. That's even better. Sean, I see you. Atomic Habits, incredible book. You're absolutely right, bro. You're absolutely right. I got it right here. Fantastic book. You got to check it out if you haven't. But yeah, I think winning and learning, winning or learning, I think it's such an important lesson, because we're not always going to win at life. We're not always going to win. Life is more than just winning. It's more than just that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Indeed. Anything else you want to add?
I mean, it's plenty. I mean, Laura, you can, I can add plenty of stuff.
No, I'm just we're gonna go into our next segment, but I just want to know if you have anything else to add. I really hope this was helpful, and it's helpful for those who are listening and who are watching. It's just really important for us to bet on ourselves and do it.
Well, here's the only thing I'll say. I'll say this, that is all about perspective. And I think that age, I'm guilty of it as well. I'm not old. I'm not this. Hey, we're not old. Perspective, we are seasoned. We are seasoned.
Like it, yes.
No one wants unseasoned food, but you're going to want seasoned food. So we got. The other thing I'm going to mention is that there's another book that I'm reading. And the only reason why I bring this up, I'm not getting no kind of plug. I'm not getting any kind of credit for anything, no business. But to me, the book is special because I know that, Laura, I know you're creative. I love your creative spirit. And I know that you know a lot of other creatives as well. This book is called The War of Art. Okay, The War of Art. Fantastic read. And talks about how to overcome resistance, which prevents us from getting to the next level as far as our creativity is concerned. And I've applied it to like business principles and my art and things like that. It's fantastic. So if you have it, those are two books, Atomic Habits and The War of Art. If you can, check those out or get it or give it to someone who is a creative in your life. I put it that way. I think it'd be worth
it. I love it. And someone else who has gotten creative in this part of her life,
okay,
which was trending today,
okay,
is, hold on a second here. Wait a second here.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
Right? Lord, I can't find all my things. It's like so many things going on here tonight. But so she's trending today, and who is being creative with resurfacing. This is just my opinion. It's Miss Jada Pinkett.
Okay.
I don't know if anyone has heard today, has watched. She's hitting the circuit today and this week because she has a book, autobiography book and she's talking about her side
Her
of,
side of the story. Okay.
I guess you call it the scandal. Do you call it a scandal? I don't
Or
know.
an entanglement. Um,
Or an entanglement?
so you're talking about the memoir Worthy, right?
Yes.
Yes, yeah. So I'm sure it's going to be very, very interesting to read. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of folks are going to be very interested to read all of that. You know, it's funny you mentioned who my heroes were, and I'm telling you, Will Smith was like definitely one of the top of the list. If you read his book, Will, I have right here on my shelf. Fantastic book, man. It's amazing. And just because it was so fantastic, it made the whole event even hit that much harder. Like, oh,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
unfortunate. But yeah, well, it's good. And I'm very interested to hear what she has to say about all of that. And there's always two sides to a story. So definitely interested to read it.
I would say there's three. I like to say there's three. There's one side, there's one person's, there's his side, her
Mhm.
side, and the truth.
And the truth. Say it. Say
And
it.
the truth. So I thought it was interesting because she mentioned, I saw the interview she did on one of the morning shows, and she said that they have been separated since 2016. Oh, yeah, they have been separated and living separately since 2016. But when out in public, they, came together as a married couple. And I was like, well, we knew that.
Yeah.
We knew we kind of figured that out.
Yeah. But here's the thing. Why? I mean,
Yeah,
not in
but
the
why?
house.
Like, and
Just
even after all of that,
yeah. What's the
and
yeah,
yeah,
seriously.
and then having the after her quote unquote affair came out, and then you do a red table talk
Ugh,
about your relationship,
ugh.
and then and for you to now say that, oh, we've been separated since
Yeah,
2016.
we
I
know.
was like, we know, and why are we doing this again?
Yeah, it's my dad used to call stuff. He used to have this thing we used to call house business. That was house business. Don't be walking out the house talking about house business. Keep it to yourself. And I just feel like this right here just probably, should have been kept. But at the same time, no, Will Smith's got a lot of fans.
Yeah,
Jada has a lot of fans. I mean, just a ton of fans. I mean, she has a lot of influence. And I think it's fair. I mean, if it's fair for him to come out with what he's about and how his life was, it's fair for her to do the same thing. And what you can share what you want to share, and we can choose to read it or not. That's up to us, and kind of go from there. Is it worthy of a read? Uh-oh.
is it worthy?
Is it worthy of forking? I don't know. I
What?
don't know.
Come on,
I'm saying I don't know. I don't
come
know.
on, come on. And then since she's on the West Coast, we're gonna stay on the West Coast. Did y'all know that Skittles is being banned in California?
For what?
I don't know.
I gotta look it up now.
I was like, why is Skittles of all the things banned in California? That came out today. And then Chipotle, they're now hiring robots.
Oh,
Chipotle's latest hire might mean misproportioned burrito bowls are a thing of the past.
listen, listen. Let me say this. So I looked up the Skittles thing. I found out that they're targeting a chemical that's found in one of the sweets they have. It's called titanium dioxide. All right, so that's the reason why they're banning it, because of that chemical. But let's get to the more important thing. Let's talk about the Chipotle thing. That's serious. That's serious. Okay, so I will say this: at my my office is right down the street from a Burger King spot. All right, if I'm in a rush, I gotta get some food and eat it quickly. This Burger King is fast food. but it's not very fast at all. I walk into the place and there's only two people working at this Burger King. Two people line going around the corner. You only got two folks working. All right. Poor Gretchen and some other dude named Bernard. Poor people. Only two folks working. So if machines can get it done quicker and more efficient, so be it. I am fine. We can't find people who want to do it. Can't find them.
It's true because everybody wants to be an entrepreneur.
Yeah, I get it. Hey, let me tell
But
you,
everyone isn't an entrepreneur.
Laura, as one entrepreneur speaking to another entrepreneur, listen, have you ever not been able to get to sleep because of bills that are due because of your entrepreneurship? I have.
Yes.
Oh my
You're
God.
like, oh, wait
So
a minute.
If you want that life, go for it. Go
Yeah.
for it. Everybody ain't, it ain't for everybody. Make it
Yeah.
happen. All right.
Yeah. But so now, I guess, because now they're like, okay, this robot, they're testing it out and it'll just kind of hit the mark for how much food is supposed to be in the bowls.
Sure. Probably by weight.
Yeah.
Probably by weight. Probably got a scanner, right? Probably a scanner do that.
Yeah. And the robot's name is Hyphen.
Hyphen. Okay.
Hyphen. It
Well,
started October 3rd. I was like, oh, okay. So we'll see how this goes. In select cities, you will see. Well, we won't see the robots, but
hey, there's a sushi spot down the road that actually has nothing but machines in there.
really,
Yeah, and it's just fine. it's just fine. It's just fine. So yeah, it's happening. It's
and
happening.
what does that mean for jobs? Well, we can't clearly. Burger King is
Yeah,
it's
Burger
stressed.
King's hiring at Burger King. They are. The BK joint is in need. Well, look, I feel like with anything, what the people want, the people will eventually get. The people do not want those jobs. If they don't want those jobs, they've made it very well known that they do not want to work there. They've made it very well known. So that's that. Yeah, Jason, I know their names. Absolutely, I know their names. They handle my food. If something happens, Jason, I want to know exactly who to talk about. Bernard, Bernard. There were no pickles on this Impossible Whopper. I need it. So that's it. Yeah, I know their names. Absolutely.
Hilarious. Okay, I love it. So, all right, well. We're about to get into my sensual fact.
Hey, if y'all are watching this, back, I want y'all to watch Laura's face when she was saying Laura was concentrating like hell. Make sure she said,
I won't get it because I was about to do my sensual fact.
That's all right.
But my sensual fact.
That's all right.
For the evening. For tonight,
hit me,
ladies
hit me.
And gentlemen,
please.
It is coffee.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, it's coffee.
So let's talk about coffee here a little bit. So one of the world's cheapest highs, a cup of joe influences the body in many powerful ways. Coffee excites not just the body, but also the mind and can elevate moods as it elevates sexual desire. Scientific studies demonstrate that this stimulant can increase levels of dopamine, the neurotransmitter associated with the pleasure system of the brain. This might be one of the greatest benefits of coffee. Now, that is food worth forking.
I'm sorry, Laura. I'm ordering an espresso machine. My apologies.
Get you some coffee.
It's about to happen.
I have a cup every day, at
Hmm.
least. That's my jam.
Yeah, coffee's always good. I like the Keurig too, because it used to be back in the day, used to be the percolator, right? It used to be just
Hmm.
just the scooping and the whole thing. This is so much easier. Keurig, I love it. So yeah, coffee. All right, wow, I love
Coffee's
that.
it.
Do you like flavored coffees though, Laura? Or are you just like like a regular coffee with cream or sugar? What are you
No,
doing?
I like right now I'm into cold brew.
Okay.
I don't like a lot of sweetness, a lot of stuff in it anymore. I used to be like, oh, give me the caramel macchiato, give me this. Then I'm like, this is milk. Um, so this is just big old cup of milk.
It's just sweet milk.
So yeah, it's just sweet milk. So I was like, let me shift this a little bit and see if I can tell the different types, flavors. I
Mm.
went to um I went to Colombia last year and it changed everything for me. Changed everything. Coffee. I'm like, oh, I don't know what I've been drinking.
Hmm.
I don't know what I've been drinking. It
So
wasn't
so
it
did you
wasn't good coffee.
so did you take it to the next level and like get like are you buying like the coffee beans now and grinding it at the house and all
No,
that?
I will buy it. It's already ground. Because I can't. I could, like I'm not quite there yet, but I'm like, all right.
I just want to know how deep was your love of
Yeah.
coffee. I want to know how deep was your sensual bond with coffee at this moment. I, I,
Yes. Yeah, yeah, no, not quite there. But I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get there.
well,
And
you
with
heard it
that,
here. Y'all heard it here first.
yeah.
We're
What?
forking. Listen,
What?
Coffee
Yes.
Grounder is on Laura's Christmas list. Any of y'all fans out there want to get Laura a gift, a Secret Santa, you know what to get her. It's been said here,
It's been
what
said.
10, 8:53. You
That's
know
right.
what it is,
That's
right?
right. That's right. See, he said the percolator, and I was thinking of the
The
dance. Of course
Kenya,
you were, Kenya. Kenya
Kenya's
was
on
thinking of the dance.
Kenya's on the she on the Kwanzaa list.
Yeah.
Kwanzaa, thank you, Kenya. You absolutely on the Kwanzaa list. Thank you for saying that. I remember the percolator, sure do.
What? I
Sure
don't
do.
remember the percolator.
Oh, it's time for the percolator. Oh, it's time
I
for
remember the song because when you said it, I thought. Remember I talked about earlier the dance. Okay,
mm,
all right for the percolator.
yeah.
All right, and Kenya also says, "Come through, cup of joe." Yeah, make
Oh
make
man,
my
she's
neurotransmitters.
talking neurotransmitters. Oh,
Transmitters.
okay,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
okay. I see. I
Yeah.
see. She's talking about synapses. Okay. All
Indeed,
right.
indeed, indeed. Yeah, so we have come to one of the main events, and we are about to find out what we're doing, if we are going to smash
Okay.
or pass
Oh, I've been
this
looking forward to this. Let's
evening.
go.
And this is the pumpkin edition.
I hope you know. Okay, this is great. I've been looking forward to this.
The
I've been looking
pumpkin.
forward to this. Forget all the life shift stuff. We now we get into the nitty gritty. Let's get
Like
to it.
let's get with it. So first up tonight we have
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
pumpkin cornbread.
I'm gonna need to see the recipe. I'm gonna need to see some paper.
Right?
I'm gonna need to see some papers. I don't know. I
I
don't
don't know about pumpkin cornbread.
pumpkin and corn. Somebody's trying too hard.
They
Somebody's
are
trying
trying.
a little too hard, man. A
They're
little too
trying
hard.
real hard.
Look at how they're cut too. Laura,
Mhm.
it's too
Like
perfect.
little brownies.
Did a machine do this? See, I
Yeah.
don't know. I got questions. I got
Got
questions.
questions. I
This
got
looked like
questions.
Hyphen did it. It looked like Hyphen made this. I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah.
But already folks are passing. Verda's like pass.
Yeah. Exactly.
Jay says nah.
Yeah. Hell
We
no, Jason.
good.
That's what I'm saying.
We like, we like Kenya says pass. A colonizer.
Wakanda forever.
Oh, oh God, I can't right now.
Forever.
Oh my God, this is great. So I guess we're gonna
It's a
say this
pass.
one.
It's a
We're gonna say
pass.
this is a pass.
Hmm.
All right. We're saying the pumpkin cornbread is a pass.
Gotta go.
All right. All right. All right. All right. Next up, we have
You are.
Pumpkin lasagna. I was pretty upset with this.
You should be.
I was
You should be.
pretty upset with it.
You should be.
Pretty upset. I'm like,
I'm about to write my senator.
no, sir. No, sir.
I'm about to
No,
write
sir.
my
And
senator
this was
right
just,
now.
yeah, I'm like, this was really wrong.
No, this don't look good at all. I don't like the layers. I don't like this
No.
at all. This looked like Halloween gone bad.
Yeah. But I will say I have had
Uh-oh.
pumpkin ravioli, which was
Okay.
very good.
Okay.
And maybe because it's small in little bites, but not a whole slab.
Okay. So here's a question for you, Laura. When you had that, four words, was it a dare? Okay. Was it a dare? Did someone dare you?
No one dared me. It was delicious.
Okay.
I remember it because when I saw this, I was like, oh, I've had pumpkin ravioli. I'm not really, I can't do that much though, like that. But is anyone else interested? Okay, still everyone is like, absolutely not. Absolutely not. It's a pass. Jason says, which layer is pumpkin? It's something. And Kenya's like, well, absolutely not.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. So, all right. And I understand the pumpkin lasagna. I understand why that would be a pass. Kenya says this is the type of beep that jokers try to bring to the office potluck. And then they talk about their cat on the counter.
Oh, okay.
That's actually gross.
It's actually true. She ain't lying. Gross. Listen, so here's Toby's rule. I do not do potlucks. I don't do them. I don't like them on a train. I don't like them on the plane. I don't like them here. I don't like them there. I don't like them anywhere. Potlucks, I do not do potlucks at all. Because of what she just said, what Kenya just said is the reason. You can't eat everybody's spaghetti. No, we ain't doing that. Nope. I'm out.
Yeah. I've learned. I'm like,
Yeah.
But there is one taker. There is one taker for the pumpkin lasagna.
Look at her.
I might actually take a bite. Just a bite. I mean, listen. We're going to let her have it.
See, so what Janelle just proved, if I had, listen, if I was ever on Amazing Race, okay, obviously pick my wife as my partner. But if something happened, if I couldn't pick my wife couldn't go for whatever reason, Janelle, with that last comment, could go with me because she could take eating challenges. Hey, Janelle, you said you take a bite. That's all we asking for, Janelle. That's all we asking for. Thank you. I appreciate it. So Janelle will be my Amazing Race partner. Thank you, Janelle.
That is hilarious. Oh my gosh, that is hilarious. All right, here we go. Pumpkin curry.
Okay.
Chicken.
All right. Okay.
Maybe.
Okay. Now you got me curious now.
Yeah.
You got me curious now. I'm gonna check it out. Because
it looks like this looks pretty good.
It looked like regular curry. Had you not told me it was pumpkin curry, I would have smashed immediately. So yeah, I'm good with that.
I wonder if it's sweet though.
Well, I've had sweet curry before. I've had some sweet curry before. It's all right.
But I mean the pumpkin, I'm like, I don't know. But it looks good, so I probably would try it.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a shot.
I would try it. So I guess it's a smash. Because if you try it, you're a smash.
There we go. Let's make it happen.
Jason says it says pumpkin curry and not curry pumpkin. Pass. Understood.
Someone's been doing some sentence diagramming as of late.
Yes.
Messing with the English,
which means it's more pumpkin than curry versus more curry than pumpkin. Totally understand, Jay. Then Jason is like, I'm still passing. The answer is no. Verna says, I'm going to smash. I think so.
There we go, Verna.
I think so.
I'm with Team Verna. I'm with Team
Yeah.
Verna on this one.
Yeah. And Kenya
That
says
may work.
may. That may in caps what?
Smash-ish.
Smash
So,
ish.
so what King? So let me break down what Kenya is saying here, if I can translate what
Yes,
she's trying to
please.
say. When
Please.
she said that that may work and that it's smash-ish, that means that she will put it on the plate and she will smell it. She will smell it first. And then if it passes the smell test, then she will proceed to take a little bit of a bite. And that's it. That's what she meant. So I just wanted to, can you let me know if I did a bad job of translating what your emotions were on that plate? But I think that's what you were trying to say.
Kenya says he gets me. He gets
Here's
me.
how she'll do it. She'll have the plate. Let me use this mouse pad. She'll have the plate like this, right? Right. And she just let it waft like it's wine, let it waft a little
Like,
bit.
let's see
Right. And if
the
it's all bad,
aromas.
she'll be like, no, I can't
You're
do
like,
it.
not so much. Not so much. And Kenya says, look at the prophet, Toby. Look at the prophet. uh, uh, uh.
Whoa.
Oh gosh.
So Kenya,
Janelle says, hands up, we would get the money.
she talked about Amazing Race. You damn
Yeah.
right. We would get the
Yes. Oh gosh, hilarious. Hilarious. All right, ladies and gentlemen, one for the evening, last one for the evening, and we have
Oh,
pumpkin martini.
you had me from hello.
Really?
You had me from hello. Girl,
Pumpkin martini?
look how cute that drink is. Look how cute it is. You have a pumpkin coffee thing, right? Pumpkin spice coffee. Why wouldn't you have
Not really. I just had a pumpkin coffee drink, and I might have to try it hot. I tried one ice and I threw it in trash. I was so mad.
Okay. Well, that was a fail.
I was like, what is this? It may have been. I was like, no, let me try it hot because I haven't had it in a long time. Because
Sure.
I used to drink the hot latte pumpkin, but no,
Okay.
that cold, no, thank you.
All right. All right. Well, I suggest the pumpkin spice, try it hot, but this pumpkin pie martini is got me curious. I'm not mad at this. Look at that. Look at that.
Okay,
It looks like it's smiling at me. I don't
I
know.
can't believe it. Jason says smash.
Jason ain't crazy. Jason know what the real deal is. Let's go. Let's make it happen.
Kenya says, Jason Roberts, I knew you would smash because it has that alcohol in it.
That's right. That's right.
Yes.
I'm with you.
Verna said it is an absolute no.
Oh, Verna, it's all right, Verna. I'll have yours.
Right.
I'm gonna take it off your hands. You're good. You good.
I'm like, I'm okay.
We can at least try it.
I'm gonna let y'all have it.
That's all right.
Yeah, I'm gonna let y'all have it. I am. I'm like, no, thank you. No, thank you. So listen, we have come to the end
Ugh, parting is such sweet sorrow, man.
of the road, of the evening, of the show. This was good.
Good. I have fun.
This was good.
I have fun.
This
I
was
have
good.
fun. I really hope that everyone that has been watching us online is going to be there in November. I think we are about to cut up.
We're gonna have a great time.
It's going to be so much fun.
We are going to have a blast, ladies and gentlemen, November 4th at 5:30 p.m. in New York City at Ripley Greer Studios, our 5th annual Friendsgiving episode. I've been doing this for, well, clearly 5 years. Clearly for 5 years, but this one is a little special, and I wanted to, again, we talk about pushing the envelope. Can I do it? Can we do it live? Because we do it live, but we get to, be in each other's face and each other's space, with an audience and in an intimate setting, and just have a good time and talk about friends and Friendsgiving and Thanksgiving and the holidays and what you do and what you don't do and what are you doing and if you're going to cook. And if you don't cook, don't bring a dish. Just bring a bottle. Just bring a
Right.
bottle.
Please bring
And don't make the bottle cheap.
Yeah.
Don't pick up a cheap bottle. Pick up a good one.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't cook, so make it right.
Make it right. Thank you.
Make it right.
Thank you.
And Toby's going to be here. I'm so excited. I'm so happy that you're coming.
I am too.
And let's see what's going on. Yes. Yeah. Pinkies up. We are going to have, and I'll be on live cutting up. We know that you will. We know that
I can't wait. I cannot
Tina
wait.
is going to hold it down online for us. But we're going to have a really great time. Toby, tell everybody how they can get in contact with you, where they can buy your book, where they can get your music, because y'all, Toby can sing too.
Toby tries. Thank you. You can find my book on Amazon. Just look me up, Toby Brazwell, Brazwell. It's an empowerment book. It's a book I wrote for my son on how to navigate through issues that he might encounter in the event that I'm not here to tell him myself. So it's a personal book, but it's a book I use for business as well. So that's that. As far as finding me, you can find me on Instagram. I'm Haiku, spelled HEIKU 575 on Instagram. Same handle for Twitter as well. And anybody that's on here, you can friend me on Facebook, just Toby Brazwell. I like to have a good time. I like to talk about business, but I like to be encouraging when I can. So absolutely, that's that.
All right. And please subscribe to the YouTube channel, Food Worth Forking, and hit the bell. Make sure you subscribe, hit the bell so you get the notifications, but also like it because that also helps push the podcast up to the front so other people can be aware of it. So also hit the heart, like it, and also follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok at Food Worth Forking.
Oh, you got the TikTok on, girl?
I have the TikTok too. TikTok.
Get it.
Right. TikTok. So there, I think that's everything. I hope to see you November 4th. We hope to see you November 4th.
Absolutely.
And this is it, ladies and gentlemen. So until we eat again, make it food worth forking.
That's
Everybody
right.
have a great night, and we'll see you next week.
That's right. Don't press your luck with the potluck. All right, y'all.
Bye.
Oh yeah. Come follow as I take you on a tour. Let me put you on to some new work. Grilling this heat. I got the word on the street. Take heed, introduce you to some brand new things. Food for the soul. See, you gotta blow. Food worth forking. Take it on the go. In tune, serving it up on the road. Tell you all about it on a special. This here's something you don't wanna miss.